Hello, welcome back to my another video, and today we are addressing this issue here. Tomatoes. So the tomatoes, this is how far they've gotten, and they are not doing well, to be honest with you. As I have explained from the previous video that the timing of planting them is wrong. They're supposed to be planted in summer, and right now we are in the beginning of autumn, or we are in the autumn and we are approaching winter. So tomatoes are not doing, they don't do well in winter, if I were to be honest with you. So we are going to do minor adjustments here. There's certain plants that I will be taking out, and then there's certain plants that I will be sharing to another pot, the same as this one, which is 5 liter. I don't know in gallons, but this is a 5 liter pot. So I'm going to bring another 5 liter pot. So where do I get the 5 liter pots from? It comes from our carrot that died, and we planted the tomatoes. The tomatoes did well, and unfortunately it was raining, and the tomatoes growth stopped and it ended there. So we are going to put potato, not tomato, potato. So the story about the potatoes is it's my third attempt, and the attempt was success because we did root, and then it did grow into a plant, but the growth stopped because of heavy rain, and potatoes does not do well in winter. So it's the one of the hardest lessons or sad realities when it comes to farming. So right here I'm going to do adjustments. So I'm going to cut dead leaves. I'm going to leave the green ones, and I'm going to transfer some of this like these ones. You see, they are very short. So these short ones, I'm going to call them out. They are not type of a plant that I need in my small garden. So those are the ones that are going to be removed, and the taller ones. So my plan here, ne? So from outdoor, I'm going to make them indoor, right? Because where I'm at in the area, we hardly get snow. So it's not my major concern when will the tomatoes grow or not. So keeping them indoor, I'm just controlling the temperature for them to continue to grow. But now I'm than to get a skinny stem like this one, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the soil. Like I said, I'm going to share the pot with another pot, meaning that will be growing two tomatoes. So the skinny one here, and it's not skinny, it's actually thick, but I'm going to cut the ends like here. I'm going to cut the ends and then bury it more deeper so that it can have a bigger stem, right? Bigger stem. It uh, it gives us more quality time to produce bigger tomatoes on what we want to do. So yeah. Let's cut the dead leaves off, and then let's share the pot with another tomato. Yeah, I hope it makes sense what I've explained on why I'm making the tomato indoor, and why my plan is to, you see, like this one is not doing well. Meaning that they might also be fighting for protein, but I will keep the bigger ones. You see, the shorter ones, they are the ones that I'm going to take out. The ones that I'm going to take out, yeah. You see, so these ones, they grow slow. Oh, I'm going to also remove the skinny ones compared to the bigger ones. You see this one, it's skinny. So let's remove the skinny ones first, So these are the type of the plants that I'm not going to need from now to way forward. So I'm removing them, and then I'm going to leave the bigger ones. The bigger ones I'm going to snip, to crop them out and continue with the growth or planting, if it makes sense. These are not the type of plants I need. I'm going to use my scissors here just to cut the remaining ones off. So it will be seen as replanting by the look of things. It will be seen as me replanting, but in reality, we are just continuing with the grow, right? The skinny stems are out. You're taking them out. The bigger ones, you continue with them. For an example, you see this one is bigger, but it stopped growing. You see? So I have to. We are going with taller plants now. Yeah, I think I'm confident enough to keep these ones. I'm still going to choose. I'm still going to call out more. I'm still going to call out more. So let's trim. Let's do the trimming. And then it's the one that is going to tell us that which one are we going with there. These are the plants I've selected that will be staying behind. Right, so I'll be trimming them off, cutting the dead leaves. So this is the final product. So now we already have our pots, which is 2. Each pot I decided to plant 5 stem each. Why? Because in case 1 dies or 2 dies, I know. So my plan is to keep 2 plants in each pot, right? And it's winter, right? So I'm not going to water them too much. I'm just going to add topsoil here and there and keep them indoor, meaning now I have 10 plants. But the more they grow, the stem gets bigger. There's ones that I'll call out, right, until I have the strongest one and that will produce tomato. So this is the end of the video. If you have watched till the end, I appreciate you, and more videos coming. Drop a like, drop a comment there, and if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. So yeah, I've cut the ends so that it can focus on branching more, becoming more bushier, and of course I've taken the stem to be much more deeper again, so that it can produce more root. It producing more root, it means that I can literally focus on more grow rate, right? Meaning bigger tomatoes. So yeah, these are the life challenges. I did not expect it to happen sooner, but I was aware that the winter is going to be harsh on the tomatoes, because tomatoes are water-based plants. So they love water, they store water. So we now have 2 plants, from 1 to 2, and I'll keep you updated. Yeah, see you on the next one.